Here are some expressions that native English speakers use in casual conversations, but also in business settings. Using these idioms will help you increase your comprehension and also boost your English communication skills. Let's get started. So I'd like you to listen to the phrase and try to guess the meaning of it. I will share the explanation as well as give you an example phrase to practice on your own. All right, for the first one, can you guess what this means? It's on the tip of my tongue. If something is on the tip of your tongue, that means you know a word or a phrase, but you're having trouble recalling it at that moment. This could also be for names and places that you know, but you can't remember at the time of speaking. For example, her name is on the tip of my tongue. Can't place it. When you can't place it, it means that you don't remember something at that moment. For example, what was the name of that restaurant we'd always go to in Colorado? I can't seem to place it. Mind over matter. Being able to use the power of your mind to overcome the physical discomfort. For example, in strength training, if you can lift more weight, then it's really mind over matter because your mind is getting in the way of what you're actually physically capable of. Keep something in mind. This means to talk about something and consider it. For example, someone might propose a weekend activity, but you're not sure if you're able to make it and you don't really know your schedule yet. You can say, I'll keep it in mind and let you know. To be on one's mind. Something or someone can be on one's mind. This means that you're concerned about something or worried about someone and you're thinking about it often. For example, you've been on my mind since that 3 a.m. call 2 days ago. Everything okay? To be too much in one's head. This means to be completely absorbed in your own thoughts, that you're not paying attention to your physical surroundings or have awareness of what's going on in your own body. For example, even though I was ready for the tennis match, I didn't play as well as I could have. I think I was too much in my head. To bite the bullet. This means that you do something that you were putting off for a while. If you are procrastinating, right, putting something off, and then you decide to do it, you bite the bullet and you do it. For example, Charlie has to learn to bite the bullet and face his fear of going to the dentist. Get your head in the game. This means to pay attention to what you're doing and focus. For example, you can say, we've got to ace this sales pitch, so let's get our head in the game and give it our all. It's all in your head. This means you are imagining something or inventing it. For example, Fred thinks he's got a stomach bug, but his blood tests were fine, so it's all in his head. Bite off more than one can chew. Taking more responsibilities than one has time or capacity for. The expression to have a lot on one's plate, if you've heard of that one, it's very similar to this. For example, in addition to running a Fortune 500 company, volunteering at the animal shelter, and taking care of children, Francesca might be biting off more than she can chew if she takes on this new project. Tongue in cheek. This means that it's meant to be funny, but not taken seriously. For example, the movie is great, but I don't think kids will get the humor. It's very tongue-in-cheek. Jog your memory. Something that helps you remember something that has happened. For example, I like to take a lot of pictures because it helps jog my memory of what happened that day. Psych yourself up. This means giving yourself a pep talk or a confidence boost so that you're ready to take on a challenge. For example, before performing her solo in front of the entire audience, she spent a few minutes backstage psyching herself up. Let something get to one's head. Usually, this is about fame and success, and when someone's ego gets bigger because of it. For example, he used to be so humble, but after winning 3 Oscars and a Tony, he let it go to his head. Now, he's a different person, a little bit egotistical, if you ask me. All right, so there you have it, 14 new expressions that you can use in casual conversation or in professional settings. Totally up to you. Be sure to practice using them in the correct context. And the only way to know if you're using them correctly is by incorporating them into your English conversation that you have with native speakers and non-native speakers. All right, advanced English learners, thank you so much for joining me for this lesson. The full transcript of the lesson can be found on our blog, so be sure to check that out. And if you prefer to listen to our lessons, then check out our podcasts. It's available on our website and downloadable wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you love the podcast, which I hope you do, be sure to leave us a nice review. That really helps us out. So thank you for that. My question for you, have you heard of any of these expressions before? When will you start incorporating them into your own English vocabulary and conversations in English? Feel free to share that with us in the comments down below. All right, I will see you in the next advanced English lesson where we're going to continue advancing your English together. Until then, keep up the awesome work and I will see you soon.